Oh, g'day guys, and welcome back to another mission. As you can see, Pierce and I have cracked a sunny day on the west coast. Absolutely chuffed about that. And yeah, that's right, we're down south. I've been working on Banks Peninsula over the summer. So Pierce and I have made the 7-hour trek over to the west coast and are about to head into some pretty famous hunting valleys. So I'm feeling very excited. We've got a week's worth of food on board and a pretty big hut bagging mission planned. So yeah, pretty excited to say the least really. I have a feeling over the next week we're about to have our asses handed to us. Got told by a local I think it'll probably break you and then probably make you. So we're hoping for the latter.
A few other cars at the car park, but we'll just see how we get on and yeah, make the most of it.
Maybe even get my first bull tar along the way.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Hunter's paradise really. Stick around.
Sure.
Oh, good morning guys. We've woken up to an absolute cracking morning on the west coast. Absolutely stoked to see it.
She was a beaut day all right, but our trip plans were instantly changed when we saw this cableway was out of action, with no return wire on the top. This meant that our original trip plan of doing a loop was changed and would have to do an out and back instead. So we began our journey up valley. Day 2 headed for the next hut. Although we were originally gutted that we would have to change plan here, it opened up a window of opportunity later on in the trip to explore some country we wouldn't have otherwise had time to do.
We made it.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that one was a bit challenging at times. Just like not hard on the cardio, but your body feels it climbing over all that shit and with a heavy pack.
And some technical bits there as well, eh?
Yeah, it's exhausting on a way that I'm not quite used to. I'd be glad to get this pack off.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to the west coast. How's that for a view from the hut?
Righto, so we just did a utter shit bush bash for the last hour, but we've come to a weird vantage point where we thought we might get some tar within range, and just got the binos up and boomfa, dozen nannies out at 300. So pretty cool to see, but I think they're pretty safe from us. That's real cool footage. Alright guys, so it's about 8 o'clock, which wraps up the end of day 2. We saw those mob of nannies, about a dozen odd, within range at about 300, which was tempting, but we decided not to because we're holding out for a bull.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been good to get a bit of meat on the deck. Actually sent a text out to Phil when he was giving us a bit of stick for not taking a few backstakes with the, when the opportunity presented, but hopefully there's a few more chances over the next couple of days and we can get our target that we're after.
Dad also sent through an update of the forecast, and it looks like 50 knot winds tomorrow. And that was the day that we were planning on heading into the unknown, really.
Up into a secret little side gut.
Yeah,
So,
it was probably going to take us good 6, 7, 8 hours of shit. But that might be tomorrow's plan, depending if that wind comes through, but we don't really want to be camping up that high in the wind.
Yeah. So we'll either go up there tomorrow, or failing that, we'll give it a crack the day after, which is New Year's Eve.
Woohoo! 2026 is on the near horizon. Righto, so we made it to the hut a bit before lunchtime, and I've just been glassing all afternoon and I've spotted a mob of bulls that look accessible, so we've started the couple-hour journey up to them, and hopefully they're still there by the time we get there, and hopefully can smash my first bull. Watch this space.
We were awfully optimistic heading into it, and I'd love to say it all went to plan, but that wasn't the case. It started raining, and us North Islanders were humbled pretty quickly by the sort of terrain we were dealing with. It was steep, bluffy, slippery, you name it. It made us feel a little bit uncomfortable and got to a point where we had to turn around before getting ourselves into a shooting position. It was a hard call to make, but ultimately the time was ticking and we didn't want to get caught out in the dark. Here's a few more animals we managed to get footage of before heading back.
Well guys, woken up to a cracker day for day 4. Yesterday was tough, to be honest. We went for that hunt chasing that mob of bulls, and you know, it was just starting to feel a bit too uncomfortable for us North Islanders. And then we went back down and then headed up another creek and got lucky enough to see those bulls, and it's just so unfortunate how that played out, but it is what it is. And yeah, we were feeling pretty buggered by the time we got back to the camp at about 10:30 last night. We're just thinking about a plan for today, and we are going to attempt this creek that not too many people get up. Might have to pull out and it might break us, but it also might make us.
And so we began our 6-hour scrub bash. I didn't actually film much of it. Spirits were low, and filming was the last thing I felt like doing when crawling on my hands and knees for hours on end through some ridiculously steep terrain.
Well, we're well into our attempt at getting up said creek. So far so good, I think. It's been some flippin' steep terrain. I felt a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest. It's pushing my limits, but Pierce is relatively happy. You just got to be careful that you can get back down what you get up, because it's a lot easier to get up stuff than it is to get down.
Yeah, definitely. But no, I think everything we've climbed up, there's been enough scrub and stuff around to hold on to that we should be good. So yeah, we'll push on a bit higher and see how we go. Hopefully we don't have to come back down.
You.
Well, I gotta tell you, breaking that scrub line had to be one of the best feelings in the world. Blood, sweat and tears had been worth it. We were in some awesome looking country, so pulled out the spotter to see what we could see. Boomfer, Pierce had spotted me a shooter. We closed the range to 350, so I quickly got my little rifle set up.
Yeah, he's gonna tumble. Is he? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's cropping us.
Shall we do another one?
Down. He's sick too, he's really sick. He's over.
Yes!
He's over too! T just got a bull. Oh
Yes,
yeah.
took 2 308s to get that boy down. But yeah, I got him down and I'm so chuffed. We saw him tumble and we should be able to get to him. He's in a nice little grassy face, not too much scrub around, so here's hoping. Chuffed as, like Pes said, when we first saw them, he was like, they're a nice bull. We're not here to shoot a 14-inch. We just want to get you your first bull tar and like that'll just top off this trip. And I think we've gone and done it.
Shit, yeah.
So
no, that's
chuffed.
a cracker of an animal to get, and yeah,
I think it'll go 12.
Hopefully, we'll see. But to get it all with your own little gun as well,
I know,
that is
2
pretty
little
bloody cool.
308s. Chuffed as it was at
Wicked.
350. Oh, Pierce has been doing some spotting and just found one that he's quite interested in. It's at 460, so he's just doing his drop chart on his watch. How fancy is that? And it could be in trouble. Watch the space. He's right at the top of my frame.
Should I take him?
If he stops there.
Ready?
Bit far back. He's come down.
Did it hit
He's
him
come left. Yeah, he's sick as. He's still there. It was a bit far back. Bit far back again. I think her gun's been knocked. Aim left, okay?
Yeah.
Your shots are going right.
Did it hit him though?
Yeah, in the guts. Yeah, that's got him. He's sacked. He's sacked. Your gun must be shooting right.
Yeah.
And he's over.
Woohoo, T!
There's Buta!
Woohoo! You little ripper. Shit, yeah. Ooh, can we call that 11? I think we can.
Well guys, as you can see, found my first bull tar. Absolutely chuffed. Cool to do it with my own little rifle too that Dad set up for me. I've always thought that they're like an overrated goat, to be honest, but now that I'm here beside one that I've shot myself after working bloody hard, I can see that they're not only huge animals, but like quite a sense of achievement to finally have done it. And yeah, speechless really. Like, I look around and there's just absolute scenes, and you know, to get myself a bull, absolutely chuffed. He's no trophy by any stretch of the imagination, you know. He's got about 6 or 7 growth rings stacked up on him, and maybe might go 11, but that's a trophy to me. Come out here, work bloody hard and get it done. Chuffed as.
You!
Now we're going to get some back steaks, fry them up tonight, and boy is it going to be good. We're going to go collect Pierce's soon and see what he's like. Yeehaw!
Bloody good. Wicked. Heidi said, wow, is that a tar?
Yes mum, yes it is. Nice.
Beauty.
Don't need that much, enough for camp meat.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, he's a bit better.
It might be, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll have to see.
Shit, Pierce, why didn't you let me shoot that one?
It wasn't there. Right,
Just roll him down. Can't bruise dead meat.
No.
Is that saying true?
Up comes a coaster, fast and silent in the night. Over my shoulder, all you can see are eyes.
Shooting him.
No money in a jacket,
Past 11.
Oh,
Oh,
I
it's
think
just
you
at
can call
12.
that 12.
Just at 12.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Beauty.
Well, we've just found Pierce's bull.
We've been done bloody well to get these 2. It's been a big day of climbing. Paid
Yeah.
off though. And yeah, we've got 2 great bulls on the deck to show for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, some of you have probably figured out where we are. There's no shortage of animals here, so yeah, bloody cool to get in and take a few out as well, because they definitely need a bit of control in here.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Unbelievable.
We've decided I'm going to leave the head behind of my one, even though it's my first bull, because my pack's going to be heavy enough with some of that meat, let alone also a head. So I decided to choose the meat over the head.
Yeah.
And we've had freeze dries for half a week now, so meat's going to be good.
It's gonna be great.
How's this for a campsite, fellas? Isn't she beautiful? Some water over there too, and not expecting enough rain that this should be a problem here, so happy days. He's gonna come right into camp. I almost want to just take some, see how close I can get.
Might grab the big camera.
Unreal.
Your hands are cold, but your hips are warm.
Pretty chewy, eh?
Fucking chewy. I don't know how much of this meat I want to carry out anymore.
Oh, it'll be good once it hangs for a couple days. It was very chewy.
Good morning everyone, it's day 5 and we're feeling a bit tired today. We've just got the latest forecast, combination of the InReach and satellite texting with Dad. He's been pretty good giving us updates, and it looks like our awesome stint of dry west coast weather may be coming to an end. So Pierce and I are going to potentially do a huge day today just to get as close to the road end as we can before it really comes in. Probably looking at a 10-hour day of walking.
Hopefully it doesn't take quite that long, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, oh yeah, also Happy New Year. It's 2026 today. What a spot to wake up to for it too.
Shit, yeah, great spot to start the new year. Hopefully sets the year off for a good start.
Jet boil is boiling.
What with me? Crossing from the Barracuda. Pull my steel guitar, I saw ya walking out Shaftesbury Avenue. Excuse me, talking, I wanna marry ya. This is 7 Heaven Street. Don't seem so proud.
Well, as you can see, I'm riding solo in this video, and that's because T's already gone to sleep. We've made it back down valley to our first hut we stayed at back on night 1 of the trip. We're back here again for the final night before we walk out back to the car in the morning, which will be very exciting. Yeah, it was a big day. It was about 7.5 hours on the hoof to get back here. We had probably the last 3.5 hours of that was in the rain, so everything is soaked. We're pretty soaked to the bone by the time we got here, and pretty stoked to see there was still room in the hut for us. So we're making the most of that. We're all dry now, and yeah, just had dinner. T's gone straight to bed, and we'll be up bright and early for about a 4 to 5 hour walk out, and then that's this trip done.
Before making the 4-hour walk out, we decided it'd be rude not to have a quick stalk along the flats and see if we could get a cheeky deer. Pointed in the right direction by Jodie Stowe, we actually did stumble across one, and you'll see here me loading up to get ready. We owe a lot to Jodie this trip, having pointed us in the right direction multiple times and giving us a bit of local knowledge on how to get into where the hotspots may be. Thanks, Jodie. Now, I took my sweet time here. Fortunately, circumstances allowed it. Unfortunately, it was about a 65-yard freehand shot.
Rhoda.
Straight away, we got onto a mean blood trail, which always feels promising. We even found bits of bone. So we continued into the bush, hoping to find a dead deer within 20-30 metres. We followed this blood trail for about 50 metres, and then I started feeling a little bit nervous, because I hadn't found a dead deer yet. We tracked the blood trail for another couple hundred metres after that, spending a good hour on it. I'd like to say we caught up with it, but we didn't, and it became pretty apparent that I had just wounded the deer, and once the blood trail ran out, there was no indication as to which direction we should head, so we had to pull pin. I was feeling pretty gutted, It happens to us all every now and then, and it's been a while since it's happened to me, and I'm still kicking myself about it. It's not a good feeling, but it's the reality, and it happens from time to time, unfortunately.
Oh well, we're down at the bottom of the valley again, where this trip started just shy a week ago, and what a trip it has been. There has been some awesome highlights, getting to explore this excellent part of the country. First time in the West Coast for me, first time shooting a bull tar, absolutely fabulous. And there's also been some lowlights and some challenges. Oh, a big thank you to Pierce for helping me out through those through that tough terrain, and he's an excellent bushman, Pierce is. He's found some incredible spots and bloody good at it, so kudos to him, credit where credit due. And you know, one of those lowlights would definitely be wounding that animal, flipping gutting. I beat myself up a bit about it. It's been a while since it's happened, and doesn't get any easier, that's for sure. But like Pierce said to me when I was down in the dumps at the hut, he said it's a risk we all take when we get behind the trigger, and it could have happened to any one of us. And he's dead right. So that's the reality of hunting, and I'm trying to keep this, you know, raw and authentic. So there you go. I fluffed up a wee bit, that one, but I'm gonna get myself back at the range with Dad in this new year, and do a bit of practice with freestanding shots and things like that, and just get myself a bit more comfortable to try and minimise the risk of that happening again.
Yeah, very good. And well done to T. You've done flipping excellent. It's been a big trip with a lot of challenging terrain, some pretty tough river crossings, bit of exposure and stuff in places, and you've handled it like a champ. You talked at the start of this video about it either making or breaking you, and it definitely hasn't broken you, so
we better find a more challenging trip for that.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. We're getting bitten by mozzies, so typical West Coast, isn't it?
Yeah.
So thanks heaps for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next adventure.
Yoo!